Good evening, masculine enjoyers. I hope you're doing all right. So, someone made a comment on one of my videos, and I'm not mad, I'm not upset or anything, but it is definitely something I should address, and it's something you, the viewers, need to understand a whole lot better. So, here we go. All right. I received this message from Master Yoda. Now, again, I'm not upset, and he's perfectly correct. 2 times I listened to your prediction, bought couple Blue Lotus boxes, lost almost 50% value, sold post-Christmas, and yeah, post-Christmas 2024 was not good. I listened to you again this year, bought couple Kevlar hoodie and pants, and it will fail again. So, yes, we do kind of need to address this situation, all right? Because in regards to expectations beforehand and whatnot, yeah, it really did look like the Blue Lotus box was going to be reasonably okay, but things change. It really did look like the legacy Kevlar hoodie and pants would probably work out, but things change. When we succeed, things are nice, but when we fail, we should try and put a bit of effort in to figure out where things went wrong so we can learn from that. And this video, I kind of really want to establish the idea of we're going to be approaching things quite a lot differently with 2024, but also I don't necessarily tell you what to buy. And it's becoming a bit of a problem because it's also appearing in my streams as well. So let's kind of just get this all nice and established. So every single week I'm constantly screaming about pixels. It's become a regular occurring thing. I put out a video every single day. True. But when I started to properly do this, I've always followed the notion of I don't really ever want to tell you what to buy. I will provide analysis. I will consult with you. I'll sit here and say, I noticed some trends. I've seen some similar patterns before. There was a fairly relatable skin. For example, I can point out something to you right now based on the first 24 hours of sales with the Legacy Kevlar Roadside Vest and Helmet. With the first 24 hours of sales, we can see that the amount that they sold is perfectly in line with the Legacy Kevlar kilt. And we know that the Legacy Kevlar kilt ended up with about 30,000 sales in total. We don't fully know, but if you were to follow by a subscriber count, yeah. Now, our expectation is so as long as the Legacy Kevlar collection remains fairly in demand, the skins with the lowest sales overall tend to become the skins that become the most expensive. We've made relations to the likes of Whiteout for that and whatnot. Now, I don't expect Legacy Kevlar is going to be exactly like Whiteout. No, that's not going to happen anytime soon. But the point of, so as long as it remains in demand and people seek out the full collection, yeah, something like that will happen. So what I just did there was I've pointed out a very noticeable trend, I've pointed out a potential positive, and I made a relation to another skin collection. So that's what I do. I provide you analysis. I'll point out all the potential positives. I'll point out all the potential negatives. And this ends up causing the video to go up to about an hour long. I understand that. I know the videos are long, but I provide you effort. I provide you a reasonable outlook in how things could potentially go. Now, as time has gone on, with more people playing the game, we can definitely address that as well. I mean, today we had a much better a lot more people compared to the previous day, and I do expect even more people tomorrow. But overall, more people are playing this game. More people are getting involved, and more people are getting involved with the likes of the Rust skin investing. Years ago, back in like 2017, you could just go to the likes of a Rust store, buy a skin, 2 weeks later, sell it for a good profit. You can't do that anymore. It's impossible. Too many people involved. So in regards to what Master Yoda, sorry sir, Master Yoda, the Blue Lotus box. Now, number one, 167 quantity ain't going to do it any favours. Fair enough. Okay, we can see that. We can establish that. But why don't we go back to the past and see how things looked then? And we can kind of piece together where things went a little bit wrong. So if we were to go over to here, scmm.app, ever so helpful for our visuals, we're going to go look up the likes of wooden small box. I really do hope that's the correct term. And here we go. Yeah, wooden storage box. So Blue Lotus box came out towards the very end of 2022. Right, what do we see here? So if we go to the past, let's go see how many small box skins we used to get. It was a fairly reasonable amount, like 2017 we got 5, 2018 we got 3, 2019 we got 4, in 2020 we got 11, in 2021 we got 8, and in 2022 we got 8 again. Now, in terms of glow-in-the-dark options, there was a reasonable amount, but not an insane amount. And, as you can see there, things weren't exactly super crazy in terms of options. We weren't getting ridiculous amounts, but then 2023 rolled in, and 2023 rolled in. 2023 had 18 skins, and there was a lot of options available, a lot more glow-in-the-dark, and Twitch drops. We've even had a Twitch drop very recently right here. So, from what we can see, Facepunch went a little bit wild with acceptances. And it's not just small boxes, it's happened to various other things. I do have relatable things that I can show off to you in a second. So when this came out, a perfectly cool, stylish looking set. We were expecting more from the Blue Lotus set. The skin creator behind it, JJ, yep, that was his first ever acceptance. I can remember because I'm crazy. But he was making large boxes, doors. They looked awesome. They looked amazing. Weren't accepted. That's a shame because that was potential positives. Could we potentially see a deplorable collection made out of this? Potentially, but it didn't happen. Potentially is the word. So again, looking back here, it seemed safe, and then it wasn't. And this is where we have to kind of incorporate a different approach when we look at things in 2024 now. We have to play it safer. Buy orders seem to be the way to go. And Apple Juice, you just came up with the answer there. We should talk about Thompsons. See, Thompsons used to be absolutely perfectly reliable investments. They always turned out very nicely. Didn't really happen with post-Christmas recently, did it? So, for a very, 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 very long time, pretty much every single Thompson would be in the positive. Now, initially, there used to be hardly any Thompson skins, but as time has gone on, we've progressively been getting more and more, and well, in 2023, we got up to 17. This includes Twitch drops that were given away for free, and there were some very nice ones. And so this used to have the benefit of not getting too many skins. It's a very well-liked weapon in game. High gun demand leads to high demand for skins equals better skin prices. But if we keep seeing more and more and more and more options being introduced to the game, this causes problems. So I do have like a little mini video series following the likes of Thompsons over the course of 3 videos, 8 months, and cool, where's the final video? I've seemingly lost it. Oh no, I'm lost, and I can't find where it is. Where is it? I actually had it, and I made it not too long ago. There it is, the final Thompsons video. You can go watch that, I address it. So what you can see is I've acknowledged that there was a problem, and I've put it in a video. Initially, last year, we looked at all the Thompsons that came out in 2022, and they sold for ridiculous prices during post-Christmas. This year, we didn't even have that much of a post-Christmas. It was rubbish. It was no good. So things have changed. More people involved. Less money being put towards the likes of skins in the Steam market. Oh, yes. We can also verify that. So, with great thanks to K13 once again, we have more data. Look at the state of January 2024 compared to all the previous years. Less money, even though we've been selling quite a lot of skins. It's madness, isn't it? Absolute madness. So, there's a lot of potential problems. A lot of things that led to these problems. That's what I meant to say. So, unfortunately, it's not always super clear what's going to happen next. And it's not always going to be reliable with trends. Things aren't always going to follow what we expect. So this is why I do try and put an effort in to say, it's up to you what you do, because you and me, we are not the same. I have a lot of stuff in stock. I'm in 3 different economies, TF2, CS, and Rust. If I screw up, I can sort myself out. I can replenish the money that was lost. All right? You can't. And you have to understand the difference. You might see that I make a purchase. Doesn't mean you have to as well. And for 2024, I'm looking at things with a different perspective, and I'm like, I kind of just want to do buy orders now. I mean, let's just go back about 2 or 3 weeks. Let's go look at the Rust store for the second week, and, well, there you go. They're doing all right. That's fine. We did expect some potential positive things, so we kept seeing acceptances. That happened, so that turned out right. Tools, well, Now, in all honesty, I was kind of right in some of these, and yeah, that's fine. Sometimes, things work out as expected. Sometimes they don't. Oof. Legacy Kevlar is one of the best examples for that. Now, could we have all expected that even though Legacy Kevlar, it was very in demand and whatnot, could we have expected that people were going to put down big, fat, massive quantities? We did expect it. We did point out the possibility of that. But they're not there at the moment, are they? I'm kind of worried now that this is more of a case of everybody's got their fill. And, what's left? Bit awkward, but hopefully as time goes on, the likes of these do end up on the likes of third-party sites and whatnot, and we actually have some proper room to grow, because 657 quantity does seem very daunting for a lot of people. When you look at it from what I can see, there's actually not that much there, and quite a lot of the quantity is actually well above $7. But anyway, point I'm trying to get across is that when things screw up, I also screw up. I have 131 Blue Lotus boxes. I still have them. I bought 50 at the time directly from the Rust store, but post-Christmas 2023, I was selling ridiculous amounts. I needed to spend money just so I could continue selling Rust skins. I bought 50 of those. I thought, there's a lot of potential positives. I can go with the risk. That's the word, risk. There is still risk involved when you make investments and whatnot. If everything just worked out nicely all the time, I think we'd have a lot more people involved. That's probably half the reason why you can't buy skins directly from the Rust store anymore and instantly make a profit like we did back in 2017. Because there's a lot less people involved. In fact, again, when you look at the likes of the amount of people playing, scroll all the way down to 2017, and how many do we see back then? Significantly less. About a quarter as much as what we have currently playing at the moment. So, more people involved, and, that also includes quite a lot of reckless people and whatnot. So, I'm once again, I am partly to blame, so I'm very sorry in regards to, this not working out very well. But I don't tell you to buy. So you have to also, with your own intuition, figure out what you're doing with your, funds, your Steam wallets and whatnot. I'm not, I'm not upset, but please respect that I don't want to tell you what to buy. But I'm more than happy to say what I'm looking at and what I'm worried about in the future. Take, for example, the Space Airlock double door. Initially, if, by default, this is a sheet metal double door. Wow, amazing, awesome, I'm happy, because we don't really get many of these marketable sheet metal double doors, do we? Look at it, every single one of them that is marketable is in the positive. That should seem to be a very, 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 very nice thing. But are we falling for the same trap again? For you see, on the horizon, there was a whole bunch of sheet metal double doors that are submitted for Lunar New Year and Valentine's. We've talked about this recently, haven't we? Could the same trap happen all over again? That's why, when we did the video, I must have dedicated about 10 minutes talking about the potential problems on the horizon as well. These comments from the chat aren't helping. Shut up. But do you understand now? It's up to you what you do. I've pointed out the positives. I will also point out the negatives. But you've got to respectfully look at how much you have. You've got to consider how much you can actually buy. And, not everything's going to always work out 100% perfectly fine. Now, I've mainly succeeded because I got involved in all of this a lot earlier compared to you. It's going to be a lot harder for newer people to get involved, and you have to acknowledge that. So, when I stream quite a lot, I get a lot of people just randomly turn up and say, hey, new Rust store, what should I buy? No! No! You've got to make that consideration. But overall, from here and now, if you want to just play it safe, just do some lowball buy orders. Because at some point down the line, autumn, fall, seasonal dip, they're probably just going to get cheap. It's unfortunate, but we keep seeing more and more and more and more skins being added to these items. And, we have about 4,000 plus skins in Rust at the moment. Let's go take a looky. This does not include the Twitch drops. So right there, we've got in total on the Steam market that's currently marketable about 3,930 skins. But if you take into consideration how many of those skins are Twitch drops, well, cool. Okay, I don't actually know how many that are listed there, but we got pages of these. All right. Pages, and then you also take into consideration the charity skins. We got quite a lot of skins, and a big fat chunk of them did appear in 2023. Face Puncher is a little bit wild with these skins at the moment, and the more you are aware of the whole situation, the more you can kind of understand that, maybe it's just smarter to just do barters from now on. All right. So once again, I'm sincerely sorry in regards to what happened with some of the people who invested and it didn't really work out. But the main intention is we've got to learn from these mistakes. And, well, if we understand where things are likely to go wrong, we know how to approach things from here and now. So, yeah. I'm still going to do very long videos. Sorry, but you get the idea. An hour long was yesterday, oh my. But I have to point out every possible good thing and bad thing. And it's left to you to make the decision on what you do next. So, yeah. Sorry that was long. My apologies. Again, I have to get down to the point, but I'm sure you can kind of understand what I do now. I don't tell you what to do, but I'll consult with you. I'll advise you. I'd say, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm positive about. This is what I'm worried about. That's what it is. So don't come up to me and ask me, hey, what should I buy? No, not doing that. Okay? Sorry. So, yeah. Best of luck to all of you towards your future investments. If it works out all right. But things aren't looking very good at the moment. And we're rolling into Easter, where typically, with player counts and whatnot, tends to drop a fair bit. We also have the CS2 tournament kicking off in about, 5-6 weeks' time? So, yeah, might get a little bit more awkward. Yes, indeed. So, it is what it is. So, once again, sorry if it didn't work out. But, don't give up. Just learn from things. I've made a lot of mistakes. Oh, yes, I have. But I'm different. Like I said, we're not the same. I can afford to make mistakes. But for you, if it seems too risky, just don't do it. Or offer lower. It's so simple. Sorry. But yeah, you know how every single week I say, let's leave it till Wednesday. We're going to talk about this during the abnormal stream. Every single abnormal stream / video that you might see, I will always offer or point out prices. I will always say, okay, the safer option, I'll probably offer this, and then the much more aggressive option, because I do buy orders with 2 accounts. Maybe just play it safer. Maybe even safer. Maybe offer even less. But yeah, just understand that, all right? So, okay. No, Salvis, no more Blue Lotus boxes. No more. If anything, Rust vibes. Yeah. We've made mistakes. Oh, it doesn't even want to show it. It doesn't even want to show it. It doesn't want to show it. Come on, do it. Come on. You ruined the joke, Steam. Damn it. Yeah. I've made mistakes before. I once said, oh yeah, surely this is going to be a perfectly fine thing to put our money towards. Surely this is definitely going to get more skins added to its collection. Didn't happen. Now it sits here at 40 cents. But the big difference was back then, I only had about 5 people watching me. And does he still have those Rust vibes? Let's go take a look. Vibes. Yes, he does. So, we learn from mistakes. Not everything is guarantee. You should expect it's more about potential. And understand that there is risk. So, cool. Yeah, that hurts. And I even bought more from the Steam market to prove a point, saying, surely, guys, it's going to work out. No. So, sometimes things are pretty good. Sometimes they're pretty bad. It is what it is. You get it. So, there. Go have fun. So, yeah.